Okay, so ready to dive in.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right, perfect. Today we're looking at an event that's going to be happening in Franklin County, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
And it's got this kind of catchy name,
Okay.
Safe Place Launch Party.
Okay. Safe place launch party.
Yeah. What do you think when you hear that? What could this be about?
Well, just off the top of my head, it sounds like it could be something, maybe like a community center opening or something along those lines, providing a space for people to gather and connect.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Makes you think about what a safe space is these days, right?
Definitely. Definitely.
And it's actually hosted by Epic Empowerment.
Epic empowerment.
Yeah. Does that name give you any clues?
Um, well, it kind of builds on that idea of a safe space, right? Epic
Yeah.
empowerment. It sounds like it's an organization focused on, maybe personal growth, providing resources, maybe, I don't know, leadership training, things like that. It sounds very positive and uplifting.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely something that's going to get people excited and motivated.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, well, looking at the source material here, it seems like this event is going to be addressing youth homelessness in Franklin County.
Ah, okay.
So that's interesting, right? It kind of ties those two ideas together.
It does. It does. So it's not just a generic safe space. It's a safe space specifically aimed at helping young people who are experiencing homelessness.
Yeah.
That's really powerful.
And it's coming up pretty soon too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, January 29th,
Oh, wow.
6:33 p.m.
Okay.
at Liberty Hall in Washington, Missouri.
Yeah.
So if any of our listeners are in that area,
Yeah.
definitely something to check out.
Absolutely. Now, looking a little deeper into the source material, the language they use in this invitation is really interesting. You see phrases like hope and empowerment, creating safe spaces, brighter futures. It's all very positive and optimistic. What do you think about that approach?
Yeah, I think it's really smart. It's a tough issue, youth homelessness.
Right.
And I think sometimes it can be easy to get bogged down in the negativity of it all. But, by focusing on these positive themes, it kind of gives people a sense of hope and maybe even inspires them to get involved.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's about framing the issue in a way that's empowering, not just depressing,
Mhm.
because, these young people, they have so much potential and they deserve a chance to thrive. And this event seems to be all about giving them that chance.
Yeah. And you know what else caught my eye? The invitation mentions inspiring stories and community connections.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. What what kind of stories do you think we might hear at this event?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe stories from young people who have experienced homelessness themselves and have come out the other side, or maybe stories from mentors and volunteers who are working to make a difference in these kids' lives. I think it could be really powerful to hear those firsthand accounts.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe even stories about, how the community is coming together to address this issue because it sounds like this Epic Empowerment organization is really trying to build those connections.
Right. And it's not just about, providing a handout. It's about empowering these young people to take control of their own lives and build a better future for themselves. And I think that's where the community connections come in, providing support, mentorship, opportunities.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it makes you realize it's a whole village effort, right?
Exactly.
And there's this great call to action. Let's unite to empower every child to thrive. I mean, that's pretty powerful stuff. What do you think they mean by empower in this context?
Well, I think it goes beyond just providing basic necessities, right? I think it's about giving these young people the tools and the support they need to become self-sufficient and successful.
Hmm.
Education, job training, life skills, things like that.
Yeah, and maybe even just believing in them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That can make all the difference in the world.
And for anybody who's listening who wants to learn more, they can visit episempowerment.org. It's right there in the source material.
Great resource.
Yeah. So just to recap, we've got this event coming up focused on youth homelessness in Franklin County, hosted by Epic Empowerment, January 29th, 6:30 p.m., Liberty Hall in Washington, Missouri.
Sounds like a great event.
Yeah, it does. But, it kind of makes you wonder, can community events like this really make a lasting impact on such a complex issue?
That's a really good question. I mean, it's great to raise awareness and bring people together, but ultimately we need systemic solutions to tackle the root causes of youth homelessness.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what kind of things are you thinking of?
Well, things like affordable housing, access to mental health care, educational support, We need to address the underlying issues that are driving these young people into homelessness in the first place.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. It's got to be multifaceted.
Exactly.
But I do think events like this can be a really important step in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they can help to build momentum, create a sense of community, and inspire people to get involved. And who knows, maybe some of those people will go on to become advocates for change at a higher level.
Yeah. It's kind of like planting a seed, right?
Exactly. You never know what might grow from it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I think that's a great place to wrap things up. Thanks so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, thanks for tuning in. And and think about this. What role can you play in addressing youth homelessness in your own community? It's a question worth pondering.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See ya.